Hi everyone, welcome back to Colouring Kids. Now today I'm really excited to do the second colour along here on my channel. As you may know, we did a vote for the top 3 pictures that you would like to see coloured, and the second one was the deer from Fantastic Zoo. If I can find it, it's right at the front here. So we're going to be doing this one. Now there is a slight annoying thing with the window there. There we go, we don't have any of the glares. But yeah, we will be colouring this. Now I just want to mention that I have already picked a colour palette out for the whole book in terms of these little flowers here and the bubbles and the leafy things here. So I will be following that colour palette on this page. So there will be pencils from loads and loads of different sets that I've just combined together. So I'm really sorry about that, but those colours that I do use you may not have, but I'm sticking with those just because I want the colour palette to be the same. So I haven't picked any colours out yet, but we're going to do it all together. I'm going to try and keep this video to about half an hour just because they take quite a while to upload. But yeah, let's have a look at my swatch book. So I'm mainly hoping and trying to use oil-based pencils just because I feel like they lay down really well in this book. And yeah, I'm going to see. So I've got some browns here: burnt ochre, brown ochre, raw umber, bister. I'm going to show you the picture that I got of a deer up on my computer. It's so cute and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to be trying to follow this colour palette quite closely. So I think we might have some light flesh and cinnamon in there as well. And probably a couple of those browns. So I'm just going to pick them out. And we will probably also use my Faber-Castell Classics and Ecos for parts as well. So let's have a look. Now I know that some of the colours that I want are here in my other pencil case. So I've got these ones. Let's get them. And I'm just finding my burnt ochre, which is here. Right, got that. I think I might just add a colour that's going to add a bit of red to, you know, a reddish tone of brown. So let's have a look. Burnt sienna might be okay, or 378. I think we might go for 378 from the classics, just because more people might have those. 378, and I'm going to go for 387 as well. Sorry if my arm's leaning over. There we go. I think I've got all the colours that I'm going to use. So let's get started. I'm going to take the sheets of paper out that I'm using at the moment on a different page. Grab 2 new sheets just from over here. So I'm going to pop one sheet directly behind and then another sheet behind it also. So I'm going to be doing the body of the deer today, which doesn't include the Zentangles. We'll be doing those another time. And yeah, I'm hoping to get most of the body done. If it's not, I might leave this leg bit here and just do the face up to here because it's going to be the same colours anyway. So yeah, let's get started. So I think I'm going to begin with sand from the Faber-Castell Classic Eco, from the Faber-Castell Ecos. If you don't have that, you can use the Faber-Castell Classic 389. They're pretty similar, but they do have some differences, so I do like to use both. I'm going to zoom in for you. And just move that. I'm actually going to just lower the camera because I have a feeling that might be quite annoying if it's too high. Maybe not. Let's have a look. No, that's okay actually. Okay, so I'm going to just do an overall light layer. Now, I'm not sure how much I'm going to get done of this actually, but we'll go for it. So this is just an overall light layer, and I'm trying really hard with this area to not go over any of these flowers or dots. Because I'm keeping those for different colours. You probably won't be able to see any of this because it's very light. But luckily I can just about tell it's there. So yeah, very exciting. Hopefully I'll be doing a colour along with Susie from Susie's Colouring Cottage soon. Which will be really, really fun. And it will be from this book. And I mentioned to her in my email that she can pick any page. So yeah, it's up to her really, and then we can get going. If that's the case and she does want to do it, then I'll probably do videos on my channel of the process and everything. So we've just used sand, and I'm now going to go in with, let's think. I'm going to go in with burnt ochre from the Polychromos. Mine's very small now. And I'm just going to grab my extender because it's very small. And this is going to be part of the process where I begin to layer up. So I'm going in all of the areas that I probably personally would think are darker. I'm going to leave this bit of the ear because I want to do that a pinky colour, or the cinnamon and flesh, so we will leave that. So in all of this bit we are just going over these lines. It's quite tricky at the moment to define where the shadows are because we've only just started the process, so I'm not too sure where everything's going to go exactly, but I have some idea. So this is just very light pressure. And if anyone does follow along, I know obviously you don't have to. If anyone does, I would love to see them, and you can email me. I always put my email in the description so that you can see. And yeah, you can show me if you do follow along or you have coloured the page that I show. So this is 387 from the Faber-Castell Classics. You probably can't see because I'm zoomed in, but I'm going to just basically go over what I've just done. And I'm still using light pressure, but this colour is obviously a bit darker. Sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. And so I'm not going to put it in every single place that I put the burnt ochre before. Sorry if the camera just moved. So I'm going to put it darker around his head. This may look very scribbly at the moment, and that's just because I haven't layered up. Okay, so that's that. Now we're going to jump straight to the darkest colour, just so that we can really get the layering in, build in some contrast, and then just burnish it out. So I'm going to use a colour that I think is going to be quite good for that, and that's Bista 179 from the Polychromos. If you don't have that, you can use raw umber from the Polychromos, but I'm going to use this one just because it's it's ever so slightly darker. Now I'm just looking at my picture, and this bit of its back is quite light, but obviously this is Zentangles, so we won't be able to show that anyway, but I'm just going to try and make the tummy ever so slightly darker. So I'm noticing that as I'm putting this darker colour over the lighter ones, it's already starting to burnish a bit, which is really, really nice, because it means that we probably won't have too many layers of colour. And I'll probably go in with a blender pencil as well, you know, just anyway. But yeah, I'm hoping that we won't have to use that too much. And we're going to go just over. As I said before, I'm not very close to the page, so I may go out of the lines at some point, so I apologise for that. I'm just turning my computer back on, there we go. So I think for me that's probably all of the darker areas that I'm going to put in with that. I am just going to now go in with my raw umber and kind of go on the side, kind of more like that, almost as if you're using a crayon. Just so that I can get a lighter colour out of it. Just in the areas that are slightly bigger and that I feel need a bit more colour in them. Oops, that was really scribbly then. Like that. So now I'm just going to go back in with my burnt ochre. And this does have a more reddish tint, which is really, really nice for the effect that I want to get with the colour. Now I'm just going to do an overall layer of that first colour that we used, which was sand, and I do apologise because it does look very scribbly at the moment, and I promise when we've finished with it, it will look a lot better. And this is just an overall layer, just to even out anything. Now, I'm going to take that reddish tone that I was talking about, which is 378 from the Classics. And we are going to put it in the areas that we want to have a slight red hue. So I want it around here, and down here. And this is just personally where I want it. You can put it anywhere that you want. I'm now going to take cinnamon, which might be an unusual choice, but I think it works because it kind of lends itself to making the overall appearance look a bit more fleshy and pinky, which is kind of what I'm after in terms of the reddish tones. And this is the perfect place to do the ear. So I'm going to go with hard pressure in with the cinnamon. I've just made a mistake there. You may not be able to see very well in terms of the ear just because it's quite far away. Then we're going in with light flesh from Polychromos 2. And having said that, I'm now going to, on this large area here, just this bit, I'm just blending out everything. I've actually done nearly all of it. Sorry, I keep moving the camera. It's really annoying me. Sorry about this. There we go. Now I'm going to go back in with Vista. And just deepen up those areas just to make sure that there's enough contrast between the lighter areas and the darker areas. And finally, I'm not sure where I want to go back in. I think I might go back in with 387, the Faber-Castell Classic. And I'm just doing this mostly over the whole thing because I don't want it to be too fleshy or pale. You know, I want the deer to look quite distinct. So I think that will do. I think I'm happy with that. I may tweak it ever so slightly, but to be honest, I'm mostly satisfied with this. And it's always good, if you're not using a blender pencil like I'm about to, just go in the opposite direction of the, the lines, because they will come out a lot better. I've just noticed here where all of these little flowers and things are, the outlines aren't very defined. There we go. Now I'm not going to blend it all out on camera because to me that's just pointless. You know, just because I don't have all of the time in the world, and just going back in with a few colours. I don't have all the time in the world, and you know, you might not want to just sit and watch me blend out something when, you know, pretty much everyone knows how to use a blender pencil. But I will do a bit for you so that you can see. I'm just going back in with this red colour, 378. Just over these areas because we haven't got that much. So now I'm just going to find my blender pencil. Here, I'm going to sharpen it. And someone mentioned in the comments how they thought the Faber-Castell pencil topper was a good idea, and yes, I agree with them. I do think it is a really, really clever sharpener. If you haven't seen it in my other videos, I'm just going to finish it off in the swordfish. There we go. So I'm going to start with the face. And as I said, I won't blend this all out, so we will just finish at some point. It depends how long it takes me. If this doesn't take too long, and actually I don't think it will take too long, then we might just do it all. I'm just worried that it will be a very long video, and they do take me a while to upload. So what I would prefer personally to have lots and lots of videos up on my channel, but that might be slightly shorter. Whereas having you know, hardly any videos, but they're really long. And the other problem I have is that when they take ages to upload, you know, I will just make the videos and then just wait until I can upload them. So the problem with that is all the ones that I do make keep piling up, and then I don't end up uploading every single one of them, which is a real shame. So I would rather be in the position where, you know, I don't have any videos and I need to make some, because I really enjoy making them. It's just the uploading that's annoying. So actually that didn't take too long, so I did end up doing it. So now there is some kind of powdery substance that's come off from it, just from the blender pencil itself, which is normal. And yeah, I'm happy with the start of my deer. I will probably tweak it slightly. So in the next part, we will do some of the Zentangles. I will probably have coloured them already, and then I'll just fill in the ones that I haven't done, maybe. I will have done this leg because it's just the same thing. Again, the Zentangles for the brown, because I'm matching the Zentangles with the colour of the body. So for example, here, see this camel? I've also done brown on the Zentangles, and the camel's brown, so that's why I've done it. But yeah, the browns for the Zentangles will probably be the same for the tree as well. And then we will probably hopefully get onto some other things on this page as well, which will be exciting. I'm hoping that this will be no more than 3 parts. So yeah, it's exciting. So I really hope you have enjoyed this video and that it wasn't too annoying the way the camera kept moving. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in part 2. So bye!